Hey guys, what's up? It's Crumb, and welcome to your comprehensive pest control guide for the 2007 servers. In this guide, I will cover everything which you need to know to be able to do pest control. On screen now is an index which will allow you to skip around to different parts in the video. This uses YouTube annotations, so make sure to turn them on. So what is pest control? Pest control, often known simply as PC, is a cooperative, members-only, combat-based activity. Players must defend an NPC known as the Void Knight from an onslaught of monsters, while at the same time destroying the portals from which the monsters spawn. Pest control is a safe activity, meaning if you die, you won't lose your items. Pest control is also easy to do, yet it offers some great rewards, especially considering that the minigame has relatively low requirements. We have a few options to get to pest control. The fastest way is through use of the minigame group finder by selecting pest control and teleporting directly there. Keep in mind, this teleport has a 20-minute cooldown and cannot be cast from PvP worlds, the wilderness, or the duel arena. Otherwise, the minigame can be accessed by traveling with the Squire, who is located on the docks of Port Sarim. To get to Port Sarim, you can use the ferry code AIQ and then run north, or use the Amulet of Glory's teleport to Draenor and then run around the western fence. You could also walk from Falador or from Lumbridge. Another quick way to get to Port Sarim is to teleport to Ardy and then take the boat to Brimhaven and then take the charter ship to Port Sarim. Also, you can buy teleports to pest control that are given as clue score rewards from the Grand Exchange or other players. The minimum requirement to play pest control is 40 combat. In pest control, there's 3 different landers which start the minigame. There's the veteran lander, which requires a combat level of 100 or higher. There's the intermediate lander, which requires a player to have a combat level of 70 or higher, and there's the novice lander, which requires 40 or higher combat. By going on a lander which requires a higher combat level, you will get more points for completing the minigame. The veteran lander will grant you 4 points upon winning, the intermediate lander will grant you 3 points upon winning, and the novice lander will grant you 2 points upon winning. The gear setup for pest control is very straightforward. You want to take your best gear setup for the type of attack which you're going to be using. If you're using melee, bring your best melee gear. If you're using range, bring your best range gear. And if you're using magic, bring your best magic gear. The only restrictions for pest control is that you can't use Dwarven multi-cannons, and you may not bring pets into the activity. To begin playing pest control, join World 344, which is the official pest control world, and then cross into a lander. Ideally, you want to cross into the lander which best fits your combat level. However, if the games end up going too slow or there's not enough people to start, you'll need to switch to a lower level lander. Once the game starts, there's 2 different main ways you can participate. The first is to defend the Void Knight. You simply run straight north and guard the Void Knight from any monsters which spawn close to him. The goal is to keep the Void Knight from dying while other players take down the portals. This is the most relaxed way to play pest control, however only a limited number of players should do this as the main focus needs to be on taking down the 4 portals. The next way to play, of course, is by taking down the portals. Once the game starts, run to any of the 4 and start killing monsters while you wait for the portal's barrier to go down. Once the barrier drops, start attacking the portal until it dies. On the top right of the screen, there's a list of portals with their health just above. If you see a portal's health dropping, you may wish to run to it and aid in taking it down. When killing monsters, look out for spinners. Spinners are creatures that appear as spinning tops or jellyfish and float above the ground. They repair portals and often heal the portal faster than the players can take it down. If you see one, kill it ASAP. It's also worthy to note, if you're using melee, don't kill splatterers. Leave them to rangers and mages as they will explode, dealing damage to you upon their death unless they are killed from afar. To ensure you get points from the game, you need to make sure you inflict 50 points of damage before the game ends. The amount of damage you have inflicted is tracked on the top left of your screen next to the sword icon. Also, repairing a barricade or gate on the island acts as 5 points of damage on a monster, allowing players who may not be able to get the required points in the time, or players who do not want to train a combat-related skill to receive points. You will win the game when all 4 portals are destroyed, so long as the Void Knight is not killed. This is often what is done and how the game is won, as it can be done in as little as 2 minutes. However, it is possible to also win if the Void Knight is kept alive for 20 minutes. Upon winning, players are rewarded with coins and points. Depending on your lander, you will gain a different number of points upon winning a game. For the novice lander, it's 2 points. For the intermediate lander, it's 3 points, and for the veteran lander, it's 4 points. Additionally, if your team destroys all the portals, you will receive coins equal to 10 times your combat level. If you plan on spending your points on experience, you should note that you get bonus experience if you spend them in bulk. For 100 points in one go, you get an additional 10% experience, and for 10 points in one go, you get an additional 1% experience. Most commonly, players play Pest Control to purchase Void Knight equipment. There is a requirement of 42 attack, strength, defense, hit points, ranged, and magic, as well as 22 prayer to use any Void item. A set of Void robes, and one special helmet cost 850 points, and a complete set of Void items, including a mace, will cost you 1,500 points. You can purchase a herb pack, a mineral pack, or a seed pack, also with your points. For the herb pack, you will get an assortment of herbs that cost 30 points, and you are required to have a level 25 herb lore to purchase this. For the mineral pack, it will cost you 15 points. It commonly contains 25 coal and 18 iron. You need level 25 mining to purchase this. And finally, there's the seed pack, which costs 15 points and commonly contains 3 sweet corn, 6 tomato seeds, and 2 limpet seeds. You need level 25 farming to purchase this. Thank you guys for watching. If I left anything out or you have any questions, feel free to comment below and ask me. And until next time, love, peace, and chicken grease.